great one. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Throwing, Williams. Hauls it in. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Caught. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Here's a give to Washington.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully.
Hits him in stride at the 10. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Williams looking for a man. Snags it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Minnesota's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And it'll be Drake Lindsey leading the attack. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give is to Taylor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Unloads to the wideout.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He's got an open man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Smith. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Golden Gophers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Tracy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That's a really great play by the defender. And we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game. And here you go. The opening drive of the game. Great job by the defender that time, breaking on.
There's some room. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
The offense goes as he goes. So really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Williams. Working that left side now. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Williams will pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, forcing that ball to his intended.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he's
picked off, and this one could go all the way back past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Husky. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. as they go back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Upstairs to make the catch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Taylor has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Got it in the middle. It's held. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position when you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Minnesota sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air. It's Lindsey. Gets open down the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And now on second down for this offense. Keeps it on the option. Showing off the arm. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run inside. It's Taylor. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down. At the 20-yard line, good coverage there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback may change this route. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Finds a man on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Huskies have it with a first. Here's a give to Washington. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Williams. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to...
Snags it, and he's open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. The short hands, it's Taylor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Throwing, Williams. Pocket breaking down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Running inside, it's Washington. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the Sam Houston Bearcats taking on the number 14 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Bearcats able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
The Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Thompson. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Give to Washington again. Just working and poking and prodding. His way up to the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Here's Williams to throw. Fakes to grab. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Here's a give to Washington. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Williams. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Coming out with it, it's Hayes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows?
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Husky. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. The run inside. It's Taylor. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Lindsey. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Williams under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, here's Washington. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first three periods. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop. He found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Gonna take a shot. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Williams. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Motion from the back. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle, it's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Williams. Throws to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to... of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Lindsey. Flips it out to the back.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Offense staying aggressive. You know the windows are...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time.
Makes the catch, and he's free. The Gophers will take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. On third down, here's Washington. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Some misdirection with the counter. Maybe some room here. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.